Yes, people. Them say part two and a
Yes.
part few. Now we outside me Alvaroe because we want to keep it authentic. We don't like the inside setting all the way. We want to show say your boom. We're capable of going anywhere and having any kind of conversation in any atmosphere. So welcome again, Alvaroe. Big up yourself.
Yeah,
Yo, it's a
man.
privilege again to sit having this conversation with you.
Yeah, man.
Now, our first take is lies that come with politics and the persons who bring the lies. People who are in a certain position, right? People who say they're Christians, people who hold themselves in a high standard. When we talk about Joshua James John or Joshua John James, he's a representative for the Jamaica Labour Party. Now I have seen in a few videos where Joshua is telling a whole host of lies. As a man that I had respect for until I saw him on a platform behaving in a derogatory way with some other representative, and I called him out on it. He apologized, but you know, true colors always come out. What do you think about Joshua James John?
Joshua now kind of disappointed because I'm man with a highly respect for in terms of having conversation. I mean, I know him personally. But when me come across a video where Joshua Jane basically mislead the people, as a man of God, I have a believer of God where you should talk the truth. He might tell the people them say his court is X when Jamaica is not even signed on to or ever signed into that court. He say you use it as a means of getting legal redress. That was never a part of it. Then how is it now you sell a person an idea say it is what it is when it don't exist? And he could have simply just have a Google check or he could have checked what I remember in a circle. Now government could have confirmed with him that it's not so. Or he could have doing proper research.
Okay. Yo, Alvira, we have a couple of things that we have to cover now because there's a lot of things that came out in the media this past week. Some of them I am ashamed. I am not politically affiliated, though I speak or talk about politics with just certain people. Um, let's go on the Prime Minister. A Prime Minister of Jamaica, because he's our Prime Minister, no care what political
Mm-hmm.
party you decide you want to support, he's still the Prime Minister of Jamaica. No, we understand politics, but a Prime Minister should be a Prime Minister of the entire Jamaica.
Mm-hmm.
Means whether you are orange or green, he is still the Prime Minister and he represents the entire Jamaica. I found a distasteful video of the Prime Minister coming out saying the PMP are like dogs running down a car,
Mm-hmm.
and when the car stop, the dogs them stop.
Mm-hmm.
What is your take on that?
Well, we not sure as me not say, me not sure private that drink or have Alzheimer at the time. Saying that to say is that when you come to make an description of people chasing after a dog to the PMP, is it that you're saying that person like Carl Samuda, Vanessa Phillips, Ian Miles, Mr. James just run on Westmoreland, those are the dogs you take from the PMP to be a part of the decision? Is it that animal can represent us now? What is it that you're selling to the public? So if you look at us as dogs, then why is it a man tell you anything derogatory you go on and bed for him? Or you don't go lock up a man, or you know say it wasn't a dog at all. So we can't go along that low as a man of your caliber. Me would have said because I'm Jones dog. I mean if you say Alvaroe dog. No, me I don't say Alvaroe say Mr. Astley or Mr. Holness. No, you go down to leave the people out disrespect you by any means now. And that's how you look at them and see them. So you have to just accept whatever come with the dog speech or anything else you make of it.
All right. Before I go any further, there is something that is on social media where you're concerned. And I want you to declare no. So, certain political affiliates Those people are with the People's National Party.
Mm.
Think you are a PMP,
Sure.
Alvaroe. May I ask you the question so you can declare to Jamaica and declare to the world and declare to everybody who's going to see this video? Are you a person that represents the People's National Party?
I represent no party, sir. No party. And I may explain to Miller, I'm going to explain it again.
Mhm.
The only reason why I don't go on any labor right life is either Miller, Chuck, or Chopper. Anywhere else, the first thing you go there and say, see Batty Boy, PMP there and talk against it. So me no bother encounter that. First
Mhm.
thing me don't bother go there. When you go, me go over Chuck already and by then start disrespect Chuck and we shut down in life and me and Chuck reason for me Chuck Munchie and the same Vegas ready for nearly 2 hours. And the conversation was flowing.
All right,
Me
good.
will go over another live where PMP live and reason for a day, half a day.
Mhm.
And it was normal. So
As you made mention of Mr. Vegas, let's touch on him. He is supposed to be a dancehall icon.
mm-hmm,
He's now a political blogger.
mm-hmm.
Some people are saying he may get an MP for certain areas. But let's go to the SYM. Do you feel that a man or a person of Mr. Vegas caliber should have message, even a ready, to tell him to SYM?
No, but Mr. Vegas, the score of Mr. Vegas should have Mr. Vegas an average member of Jamaica Labour Party, you know. He'd have exposed internationally to different genres, people, different native. So if you come down to a level like a regular man, you go down to that, you have no different no matter the level of stardom or expected stardom where you have with the responsibility to come with that. You throw away another three garbage bin.
Mhm. And I have proof of it. I'm going to do a video about it and post it on my page. All right.
And about take it to different people in life just like them, you go show no. The video when say my two and in buy goods me I show until lie myself.
Okay. All right. So we husband and wife come together, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you're going to take the wife or the husband, you have to take the package, right?
Mm-hmm.
Both of them come together because they're married and they become one.
Mm-hmm.
Now let's talk a little about Miss Wholeness,
Mm-hmm.
Juliet Wholeness.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm telling you, there's some disturbing videos that come out this past week that is rattling my soul.
Mm-hmm.
I see Miss Juliet Wholeness, a former Speaker of the House,
Current speaker of
a
you.
current Speaker of the House, a MP,
Mm-hmm.
a person that represents a constituency.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I see a video of Miss Wholeness coming out and saying that the PMP are like the garbage dump.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about that?
Well, we have to understand the thing for what it is and people when we not understand the comment section and supporters. No put it better than what it is that the lady said. Anyway, garbage Jeep is that the PMP live. So Miss Wellness. So if a garbage Jeep where they don't know, nobody from there no could. You couldn't say boy, anyway garbage Jeep if you want to move, anybody will live there. Why we have to make a representation of the people as garbage and your husband as dog. So we are not citizens again. We don't pay tax again. We don't work again. So if the garbage heap, any of those members of the garbage heap in the 96.5 employment record low in Jamaica? I don't know, me just ask. It just not make no sense.
Okay. And as I say, we see where it is been belittlement to belittlement. Now, another thing that I saw come up again, this may I tell you now, a whole lot of videos come out this week in Alvaroe showing disgrace where the Jamaica Labour Party is concerned. I see a heated debate between Darrell Vaz and a representative from the PMP, People's National Party, in the House of Parliament. And I distinctly hear Darrell Vaz saying to this man, meet him outside to fight. Now, if this is the behavior of the politician,
Mm-hmm.
what do they expect from the political advocates out here on social media and other places to behave?
Mm-hmm. But when we go top of the thing and notch about the Alvaroe. We could go to Andrew.
Mhm.
Remember when the election was going on in Westmoreland then? They were fighting there now. And the Prime Minister come out and say, remember you're representing the party. In a say, stop the fight or in calling who is causing the problem to some level of basically say, oh, this can't continue. You know. So if you miss a bars, I say, come outside, that means if you advocate for, I guess, physical altercation and then here and there. So what is it that you're promoting? If you make laugh represent me and then you go outside now because of it, I break your break line. So I guess the law only represent only applicable for man down here, so and for you can do whatever you want to do, basically.
Okay, all right. So let's talk about another person that you made mention that you go on this platform. Chuck Fiddley again. I mean, we'll talk about him in the next video anyway. So I did a video stating, which is a factual, that Andrew Holness is not following any of the bloggers on social media. And I saw Chuck, who is supposed to be a man of high standard,
Mm.
coming at me in a way that was disgusting, appalling to know that a big man would stop that low, who think that a person cannot have an opinion. What is your take on Chuck Fiddley?
Up to now, I'm still curious why Chuck react that way. There's nothing ill or disrespect in the comment. It's just facts. The Prime Minister follow none of them. And the Prime Minister would have said since week or coming into this week that you'd have seen other political bloggers making mention. So that means he's on social media watch them. But he's not associating himself and them. I may go as far as to tell them say Fitz Edley, a new senator thereabout, say he's not gonna be on their platform and they can't dispute that. So we can pull the message.
No, a little debate is good, right? Political parties going against each other always should be, I mean, in the best interest of the political party that they support. No, how many platforms have you seen on social media, TikTok in particular, where there is a neutral platform where PMP and JLP can coexist without disrespect?
Well, you can really find you have quite a few of them, but it once they start mix, it turn out kind of problem. This Rasta looking brother we have the hardware on TikTok them try some of the time but him can't control them for a man come and word them out in try fi time limit here. You have some place where they go and naturally or overall the people them just not respect the G. They
Mhm.
just not a behavior fi have a kind of respect a man product or in platform as how you want here so they just come say anything because of them views or how they feel about whether they like it or not like it. It's just the facts.
All right, Alvira, you have looked on different aspect of when a politician comes out and says something. You always do your research to discredit them.
Mm,
Andrew Holness came out this week and spoke about a blogger on social media. He said he was passing and he heard a PMP blogger saying the dollar
mm,
isn't stable.
mm,
And he came out and an attack to
mm,
say that person is a liar.
mm,
You have done a video to show that Mr. Holness himself is telling a lie.
mm.
So, what do you think, or what is your take on the Prime Minister, the man who will run the country, come
Alright,
out
so
tell lies? What you think?
so we're gonna drop a bombshell now. So the Prime Minister said the dollar is stable. Me knows when a dollar is stable, it relatively maintain a certain amount of valuation of fall.
Hmm.
So between 2016 to current, we'd have spent billions of dollars to save Jamaican dollar. But we are going to look for one particular now, 2024. We have spent 1.1 billion US dollars to save a dollar. That amount of money spent, the highway my bill now, Cornwall Regional Hospital, Mobile Lega Highway, all that money could have fixed it and built 3 or 4 schools. And we still don't have that yet. So ask him how the dollar is stable. But we throw so much money against the US dollars to basically keep it at a lower rate so go high. So we have inflation, cost of living, all of them things go more than the average man can afford. Why do that? And when he said dollar is stable, all that is in the BOJ file. If you go on BOJ website, that information is there. So is it that Mr. Holness is discrediting Mr. Biles' work? But ask yourself this question. Who BOJ reports to? BOJ would have report to the Ministry of Finance or the Minister of Finance, the governor. The Minister of Finance report to the Prime Minister. So is it that the Prime Minister tell me that that file he would have got from Favour Williams is incorrect? So he has not addressed Favour Williams to say this information is not correct? Or there is one for the public and one for the Prime Minister? I don't know. But the fact is, what the Prime Minister is saying is not true.
Oh boy. Alvaro, you know what? I cannot understand, and I hope you can and can, you know, what I mean, explain to me. How is it that there are agencies put in place, right, to give out the information, the correct information, but if persons who are not bright enough to go and do these research, here the prime minister said these things. What about the persons who are bright enough to do the research and knows that the prime minister is telling a lie? How does this look on our country?
So, we could tap it up a notch. When Mr. Rubio came here, he said one important thing. The Prime Minister said crime rate is low. Rubio said we'll have to check back. So is it that the Prime Minister is promoting Jamaica crime rate? It could be, it could be not. But not in the eyes of United States. They'll have to check to confirm. So these guys will come and tell you what things. For example, when the Prime Minister punched that the dollar is stable, he could have tell you, you could go over BOJ or check it, or he could have said check GIS News. They just bounce figures and information without no source. So now you lead people to provide misinformation which cannot be accurately proven to be correct.
All right, I just stated misinformation. I remember last year when we were on social media talking, and I know it was my platform that the prime minister saw us talking about things, and he came out to say we're on social media spreading misinformation. How credible is the prime minister of Jamaica now? The same person who would have said people on social media is spreading misinformation. How credible is the prime minister?
So I could do another small service I think. So one time the Prime Minister was to send one of his son, or in black of them, Phoenix King, and Phoenix King come and said we are not in a recession. But few days later, Favour come and say we're in a recession. The Prime Minister said we're in a business concussion. There's no such thing related to a country. It's either you're in a recession, and long as you have 2 consecutive 3 months with negative growth, that means you are in a recession. And not name a technical recession. Is in a recession, in a recession, not. And the Prime Minister blatantly wants to say no, we're in a recession. When the file from BOJ, PIOJ, and PSOJ all said we are in a recession. So take it for what it is, it's there.
Okay, good. Now, I realize that what happens on social media, because I have been in the same position that you're in now, and I can give you, you know what I mean, takes on what to expect and not to expect. Why is it that when a person who comes out with the truth and can give where the truth is, can tell you where to find the truth, they get so much bashing and attack from the Jamaica Labour Party most of all?
I guess as me I say, it come with cognitive skills. Instead of a man who explain himself or in thoughts or what he want to say, it just lead to irregular SYM. In not saying, just for example, if you watch Motivational Miller pre-interviewed me already, he would have described me as a PMP blogger. When he asked why, he said me always blog against the Jamaica Labour Party.
Mhm.
Me then now ask the follow-up question. Of all the things I have posted, have you ever checked to confirm if it is false, yes or no? He said no. Why? He just not check. Then how you discredit the information when you have not gone to check the information to basically rebut? He said no. You're saying 5 plus 5 is 10, but 5 plus 5 is really 11. So there is no balance and check with them. They just bounce information or figures without no reference.
Oh boy. Miller. So you find Miller a ally, right?
Hmm?
Or an enemy of the state, as he would have said.
I said I'm an enemy of the state because it basically I said me seems like me have influence can transfer people from the Jamaica Labour Party to PNB. And if telling the truth is that, then if I saw him see, but me not going to be in the blogging world or TikTok world and knowingly know the truth and tell a lie. It basically, yeah, mislead it common man when I know more like you or know better than you.
Mhm.
And
No, we have watched platforms on TikTok destroy because of politics. We have watched areas that used to be chill out areas. Let's use our friend, mutual friend D Brown, who has a lovely platform who we call the chill out spot. Do you think his platform is at risk at the moment based on what is happening over there with PMP and JLP?
I mean, me basically believe one thing so I can confirm. So me basically when me I go over there right now, me have to turn off when me go live. Cause from me over there, there is some man I go chase come out if you have something when me did say but you can't say and I comment or you want to show something else, then you can have a mutual little conversation with the ones and ones again cause all kind of madness come and then from me say you say and we know where it all turn to already. It
Mhm.
just turned into a big live where gathering when I make no sense again because we can't have me here where you say me rebut or me had to none of that go there again.
All right. All right. So let's not be biased because we're not biased enough.
No.
Now, we have seen some older gentleman in the People's National Party who is now exhibiting some morals and standards that are low and very, very low. We have seen where older men are coming on platform as PMP representative disrespecting women. What is your take on that?
We can't understand how we have a girlfriend, wife or sister, mother. But a simple conversation between me and Reddy that's me have to say that. But why is it that na me more as a member say me have a sister, mother, or girlfriend? That is just in you. Whether you have them yes or no. People must can have a simple discussion. There are certain people I member are associate of People's National Party. Long as they're on the platform, me already tell you already.
Mhm,
Don't me not coming over there.
mhm.
Cause one, we know where it going lead to already.
All right. We look on Javi, and you must know that screen name there. And
Yeah.
have to call out the other one.
Yeah, man.
We've seen Javi on certain platform being disrespected by men of the People's National Party. What do you think about that?
No, the thing is people we have to get whether people have them views yes or no. That not change the nature, the value of a conversation can bring or can lead. It can be that's me already have a different views from whatever topic we are discussing now.
Mhm.
But because me not support what him say, him fi go do this or in children because how is it that me have a discussion on your girlfriend, mother and kids reaching out when none of the mentioned person was actually there? are never a part of the discussion. How we reach there? So it's just distasteful, Bridging. We can't continue like this. But to support their claim, if the Prime Minister see who is responding towards your position as dogs, then what his follower would see that a person is as.
Yeah, but this isn't JLP, no, this is PMP.
But
No, so if the Prime Minister sees the PMP as dogs,
mhm.
and we see these men behaving this way like dogs on social media.
Then you can't blame the president if you describe that a
Okay.
certain way. When you are acting in that way, are you presenting yourself as such?
Mhm. Now, this is one of the things that is on social media. Them think they have it over me. I heard Chuck Fiddly play it on his platform. Chopper came to my platform with it. And when I spoke to him about the thing that is happening on social media, I would have deflect and try to, you know what I mean, come in defense mode. Now, there's a representative of the Jamaica Labour Party who would come under almost all my videos to say SYM. Every time I'm on any social media platform, live or not, SYM. This representative came on a video that did, said SYM, and I did a video about it. A video stating that what we're going to do based on your disrespect, we are going to SYM your mother first. And after we SYM your mother, we are going to SYM my mother. Do you feel that is a fair response to the disrespect? Or you feel that I was wrong within my rights to not take disrespect?
So first, we examine the situation. You run whatever content, whether live or not live.
Hmm.
The person would have make an attempt of disrespect. You just make an rebuttal to say, let we do it this way, and the person get upset. Then why would you get upset when you are the one who throw the blow first? So most of these people will say things unalive or half alive, whatever the content is, but they are not willing to accept such that they are providing or dishing out to somebody else.
So if you mean I'm fair rights then.
Exactly.
All right, good, good. Now, we know say we have 3 more minutes. Come tell us that we are keep it a certain time because what we want to do is not give them everything in part one, part two, or even part three, or maybe part four. We
Any
don't know.
amount of
Any
part, you
amount of
know,
part,
no them.
right? Now, I will go to this part of the interview where I ask you, with everything that is going on in Jamaica, pick one thing that you would want to see a change in.
Well, is the whole behavioral etiquette. There's people we have to understand, say, majority of people watch my content is between United States and Saudi Arabia. I've never ever went to Saudi Arabia.
Hmm.
So that means whatever we transfer, we don't know where to go reach.
Mhm.
So we have to just remember, say, some of the things that we support, me say this already, I'm going to say it again. Some of the things that we support, share and post, you may not know how it's going to affect you in the future. One such example is, I think Sir Donald has advised the US Embassy to step up tracking these social media pages. So maybe some of the things where your support of Jamaica is not welcome in the United States may cost you a denial of visa, entry, or revisiting. Just saying.
Okay, so that's a warning to you, political advocates or people behaving in disrespectful manner. Is that when you go to apply for a visa, because you behave like you love Jamaica, you don't want to live Jamaica, but all of you want to live Jamaica. Just remember that the embassy will do their research on you and find all your social media platform and watch your behavior, and you may be denied a visa or entry into their country because of such manner. Also, for persons who already have a visa, be very careful. Your visa can be cancelled and you get denied from entering these countries. No, we're on the last leg. No, we have a PMP and we have a JLP party in Jamaica,
Mhm.
right? we see a lot of work because a lot of time them no hear me say it or them never they hear me say it. But it's on video now on YouTube and they go hear it. Right? The Jamaica Labour Party has been doing a lot of good work. For us to say that the Prime Minister of Jamaica has not done any work in our country, that would be a lie.
No matters, that be a lie. That be a
Exactly.
lie.
So onwards from now, what are some of the things? Because we can't say PMP, because PMP do not hold the driving seats. So until now, until whenever the election is called,
Mm.
what are some of the changes that you would like to see the Prime Minister instill
Alright.
in our country?
So one of my biggest disappointment has been say from the budget. We put little resource to education
Mhm.
and health. And we see what happen on social media. Is either lack of social media education and natural education overall. Because if you are educated in certain aspect or in all aspect, there's certain behavior you wouldn't bother with that because it's not a true representation of yourself. So if you representing yourself in this way, then maybe that's the representation you bring around your household. Then it may chance out in the public where you know come from kids or auntie brother may just display same behavior. So we need to stem that something there so we can look better out there when we communicate with other persons.
All right. Respecting Alvira, as you always say, no, brother, it's always a pleasure sitting and talking with you. You know what I mean? We could have do this with different people, but other people not share the same perspective. Other people not do them research. Other people is not willing to use their finger on a computer to do the necessary research to know that what you're coming with is factual. But they would use their fingers on a keyboard to tell somebody SYM.
Yeah, the thing simple. Look at the video with Joshua.
Mhm.
Joshua tell a lie and me will provide the facts. You go check it, the amount of SY man.
Exactly.
And
But
I
but
tell the truth.
but
With
why
source. The source is there. And Joshua don't have no source. Joshua just attack.
it always have to resort to that though?
Ignorance.
Ignorance.
Yeah, man, but you know tell
Mm.
them man, ignorance is different, you know, man. When you're ignorant, you think when evidence is there and you're ignorant, you fuck, you know. And you can't see it, you know.
All right. Alvira,
Yeah, man, no,
always
yeah,
a
sir.
pleasure, my general. Big
Yeah,
up
man.
yourself. People, again, one Alvira, never two,
Yeah,
You know,
man.
uncut. Read the Alvira. There. I give it to you. One, two, three. And we
Oh,
out.
yeah, man.
Boom. Yeah. Not that.